Good morning, everyone. This is Courtney here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary and Real-Time Rescue. You just missed it, but the ducks were over here ringing their bell for the first time in I don't know how long. I get so excited when they ring their little bell. If you see that little toy dangling down, they're parrot toys. We wanted to get some toys and little enrichment activities for the ducks like a year ago or so, and they don't actually have duck toys, but they have tons of parrot toys. So that's what we got, a few different ones, and we would hang them up in various areas, and every once in a while they'll go over and start shaking the ball that has a bell in it, and I love it. Well, I need to clean this up. Thank you, Zeus. So I titled this live stream Kiki's Eye Struggle because one of our sweet hens, Kiki, who is our oldest chicken, she has been having some trouble. We noticed the other day her eye was all like squinty and barely opening. And now we did go ahead and get her some eye ointment, some like medicated ointment. And yesterday she would only eat if it was in my hand, she would only eat if I would hand feed her. And then this morning she did not want to be hand fed, but then when we finally kind of gave up, she did start eating out of her dish. So let's go over and peek at Kiki, and then we'll go over and say good morning to everyone over there, all the four-legged friends. Oh, sorry, Millie, didn't mean to startle you. Giuseppe over here. Everybody's kind of fired up this morning. Giuseppe, the rooster, was chasing all the hens around, which he does normally not do. And who else? We had the cows were just really playful and kind of bucking like crazy. Zeus, the pig that was knocking over the bins there, he was just squealing and chasing us for food. It was quite the eventful morning. So here is Kiki. Let's see if we can get in there. Actually, I can open this. We don't need to leave her. We were leaving her in to make sure she had some time to eat. Yeah, you talking? So that's her good eye. As you can tell, it looks totally normal. On the other side of her face, her eye is just very squinty. We already applied the ointment on there, so that's hopefully doing its work. And I don't know, she was just, even though it wasn't incredibly cold last night, it was, in the upper 40s, mid to upper 40s. She was shivering, I guess, when Melissa was holding her. And so we were, a little worried about that. And so we put her in here too, because we have this extra heat lamp. And when we went to turn it on, there's no bulb in it. So we're not sure if the bulb burnt out or they took it out to replace the heat lamp bulb over there, but it's not going to really do much good if we don't have a bulb. So actually I might go ahead and close it because I might try to go peek in the metal man cave and see if there is a bulb in there that we could give to her. Okay, Kiki, just hang out for a little longer. So you saw this. This is her ointment that I put all over her eye. So like I said, she is our oldest hen, and she has had a few little minor issues over the last several months. She spent a good deal of time living in the house in the summer when it was super hot. And at one point we thought she was going blind. It seemed like she couldn't really see. And she was almost having this little twitch. We thought, maybe something neurological, and maybe it's coming up on, her time to pass away, as she is an old hen who's lived a wonderful life. But, of course, we wish all animals could live forever. That's just not reality. People too. Hello. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Are you very curious? Are you very curious? All right. Let me go ahead and set the syringe of medicine down before I go in and see everybody, because even though I'm sure it doesn't taste very good, that will not stop the goats and sheep and pigs from probably trying to nibble it or lick at it, and I don't want to be responsible for losing her medicine. So we'll set that down. We'll go over, hey everyone, a good morning. There, Specs. As you can see, it is extremely muddy out here. Hi, Cookie Dough. You guys all know, you've tuned in before, I buy my love with treats by giving them corn or worms or something. I seem to have been out of fresh corn, so I was not able to bring them corn this morning. Hi, Gib. But we do have some worms. Yeah, just look how just muddy as we had a couple days of rain this last week as well. And then this upcoming week, we're supposed to have a bunch more. So it's never ending. And poor Gibby has slipped in the mud now several times. Very scary. The first time was last Sunday, or no, last Saturday. Yeah, it was last Saturday. And he slipped when he was sometimes he'll stand up on the fence right here. Like he'll put his hooves, on the low bar and kind of stand up, put his face right here so he can get some treats or whatever. Yeah, Gib, you got some hay stuck in your beard. I'm gonna get that out for you. But so he slipped because everything was so slippery. He slipped and then fell. He was on his side in the mud and he got bumped by one of the cows and it was very scary. And then just a little bit earlier this morning, hi, thing two, thing one, Tootsie Pretzel, everybody. Yeah, the gang's all here. He was trying to escape through one of the gates while we were going through, and we were kind of a couple of the volunteers were kind of pushing him back, and he wound up slipping in the mud right there too. We just couldn't believe it. So also he is our oldest animal and the OG of the sanctuary. He already gets some pain relief like anti-inflammatories and CBD and things like that every single day. And I don't know, with all these little falls he's taken, depending on if we see him walking stiffly or anything, we might have to maybe up his dosage. If I slip and fall in the mud, I'm sure I'm going to need a naproxen or ibuprofen or something later myself. And I'm not an elderly person. And he is, the equivalent of an elderly goat. So got a couple turkeys up here. We have been having to help Zoe down. Where did she go? Zoe, the turkey, who you've seen before. Sometimes she gets stuck up on top of one of the coops. So I say stuck in air quotes because she knows how to get down. But as our oldest turkey, we're just talking about everybody old today. Hi. And growing old is a privilege. I don't mean any disrespect, Miss Zoe. That's Zoe right there, the all white turkey. So because she is old and, maybe a little bit arthritic, it can hurt her feet to jump down, as well as the fact that her eyesight is also, giving her some trouble. We don't know if it's depth perception or what, or she just can't see as well. So she can get up, no problem, to roost. But then in the morning, when everyone's waking up and hopping down to eat, she just paces on top. And it just, it's so sad to see her. She'll look down at the edge. She'll, walk right to the end. She'll be looking down at the ground like, oh, I really want to hop down. But then she won't because she's either scared of hurting her feet or, she can't really maybe see exactly how high it is. So we've been we put this table here in the middle so that if she wants to hop down as like a midpoint, she can. And also that way we can kind of climb up and kind of give her a little tap, which we just very gently, I tapped her tail feathers this morning so that she would then hop down. We want her to hop down so that she doesn't, spend too much time up there feeling, afraid. And we were feeding her. There's the other turkey girl up there is eating some of the food because we were putting food and water up there because she was getting stuck. But now the past couple of days, I've just thinking, okay, let's just not allow her to stay stuck up there. Let's just kind of force her down. And I tell her every time, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm sorry if this scares you, me kind of chasing you and tapping you to get down, but we don't want you up there feeling scared. Pretzels, eating a little cabbage. Mixed a little bit of like shredded carrots and greens and things in with their food this morning. Good morning. We've got Melissa here. She was the one who was holding Kiki and, giving her snuggles and was the one that noticed that she was really shivering. So, like I said, I'm going to go in a couple minutes and see if the lovely Michelle, the property owner, is awake yet and see if she wants us to bring her in and maybe give her a warm bath or something. The issue with that is, she would have to, of course, be fully dry before she comes back outside. So because there's a chance of rain today too, it might not be the best day for her to get a bath. Hi, thank you so much for coming. One of our other wonderful volunteers is getting ready to take off. We've got Mr. Gilbert here, who is becoming a little cute, handsome monster. Just kidding. No, it's just that if you've tuned in recently, you heard us talking about how he had been getting bullied a tiny bit. So we've kind of been babying him, giving him some special food, sneaking him some produce and locking him up with his own stash of hay. But then today he was not being bullied and he got plenty of hay. So we're like, oh, it's fine. We'll just sneak him a banana and he's fine. But he's very adamant about the fact that he needs more special food and treatment as well, even though he's doing just fine. So, Miss Chicolette, let's go tell everybody hi. Then we'll release the Kraken as we say, oh, look at this tender little moment. How adorable. I'm not sure if I can zoom in. No, it's not going to let me. Oh, just precious. Esperanza on the left, Albert on the right. Just two of our sweet sheepies just sharing a little nuzzle. I didn't take the I was just nibbling on my jacket again. She's like, I need some attention, and yesterday when I was here, I barely interacted with Chicolette. I was just busy with other animals, busy with other things. And I thought about it later. I said, I don't think I even pet Chicolette, which shame on me. You poor little baby. Even though she got plenty of attention and love from everybody else, I still want to make sure that anybody who wants attention gets it. As you've seen when, Karen does her live streams as well, she always spends time at the end of her volunteer shift just walking around, or sometimes just maybe sitting or standing and allowing the animals to come up to her that want love. Not everybody wants to be pet every single day, and some of our animals, like our shy pig Julio and our shy goat Chico, they never really want to be pet at all. Hi, Peanut. Peanut was actually a good girl this morning, and sometimes she's sassy. But she was a good girl, so that was a pleasant surprise when everybody else was being crazy. Let's toss Gibby's now empty bowl out here. Okay, who else can we say hi to? Lovely Princess Buttercup just lounging on top of her throne, the goat playground. Willow. There's our shy pig that we were talking about. Mr. Thomas. Cutie Butters. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in and being here for our Sunday morning check-in, saying hi to everybody. Send some positive vibes and well wishes to Kiki with her eye problems. Let's hope that, she's got some fight left in her and she, starts perking up and eating and her eye starts clearing up and all the things. If you feel so inclined or moved to possibly donate to her care and the care of any of our other animals, you'll find all the links to our social medias in the description box, as well as our Patreon, where you can sign up to be, a sponsor or a friend of the sanctuary. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and send us a message on Instagram or Facebook. And like I said, all those links are in the description. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next Sunday.